Hey guys, what's up? I know it's been a minute, but I'm here today because a few of my friends over on Instagram, more specifically my Instagram stories, have been asking for like my everyday makeup routine. And I just recently bought a new palette, so I decided, I'm just gonna combine a bunch of different things into one video. So today I'm just basically gonna be breaking down all the products that I use on an everyday regular basis. By the way, this video is not sponsored. Every single thing that I'm gonna be talking about, I purchased with my own coins. And actually, for the most part, everything that I'm sharing today you can find in your local drugstore. So places like Walmart, CVS, Target, and Walgreens. There are a couple of things you would have to go to either Sephora or Ulta or their specific brands, because one of them is a local, well, not a local, but a small business. So yeah, let's just get right into it. To prep my skin beforehand, I'm starting with a freshly washed face with some light moisturizer. I don't put a whole ton of moisturizer on when I put on makeup because I have oily skin to begin with, but I do like to put something on. So I either use a moisturizer or I use my Aveeno SPF moisturizer. And then on top of all of that, once it's sunken in, I put on my Rimmel London Stay Matte makeup primer. That is my go-to drugstore primer that works for me for oily skin. I have not tried all of the oil primers that are out there for the affordable range, but why fix what's not broken. So that's why I'm sticking with this. Once I apply the primer onto my skin, I like to set the primer with a finishing powder. Then I like to take some of my foundation and clean up the general shape of my brows so the lines are a lot more crisper. And the foundation that I use to do that, and also the same foundation that I use on my entire face, is the Revlon Color Stay Combination Oily foundation. It has SPF 15 and the specific color is 440 or 440 mahogany. So that generally works really well for me. I didn't mention, but I do have oily skin. The majority of the oil accumulates on my nose and right under my eyes and on my forehead and some on my chin. But yeah, that's what's going on. I have oil in those areas and everywhere else is dry, but for the most part I will say that my skin is definitely more oily than it is dry. So once I'm done with applying or cleaning up my eyebrows, I take my foundation and I add some to my face, some on my forehead, some on my cheeks, my nose, my chin. I was running low on this foundation. I have another one stocked, but I'm gonna finish it as close to finish as I can get before I go into the new bottle, because that's what it is. A lot of people like to use blenders. I prefer to use a brush. I just find that it's easier to distribute the product all over my face, and I don't really get a lot of streaking with this particular brush, so that's why I stick with it. It's an e.l.f. I think it's a foundation brush, but it's just a big black fluffy brush and it's flat at the top, so I like to use that to distribute the foundation. Once I'm finished applying the foundation, I take another one of the same e.l.f. brushes. I keep it specifically for finishing powders. So I like to dab the brush into my Black Radiance Soft Focus finishing powder in the color Milk Chocolate. And I just distribute that over my whole face, and then I take a small fluffy foundation brush, and once I'm finished I just fluff it around and make sure it's distributed evenly and every single place it needs to go has some, and that's that. Once I applied my Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion, the original one, and I let that set in for a little bit, I applied my NYX professional makeup eyeshadow base in the white color. Honestly guys, I don't know if this is the best one for me because it is a little bit I wouldn't say runny because it's a cream, but it's not as thick as I was expecting it to be in comparison to the Milk Pencil. So I'm just gonna go back to the Milk Pencil next time. But you could still use it obviously because it worked out really well. I just was a little worried about how everything was gonna turn out since the base wasn't as thick as I was expecting it to be. I had to add like a couple layers so that the white could be really opaque, because the more opaque it is, the more opaque your eyeshadow on top will be. So just be aware of that, that you may have to use a few additional layers of the base. So for this specific eye look, I definitely switched up from what my usual eyeshadow look is. If you guys follow me on Instagram, and more specifically Instagram stories, you know that I am more of a neutral girl, but I recently purchased the Alyssa Edwards palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I really wanted to do you know, like a carefree one color lid kind of look that we've been seeing all over Instagram and on Pinterest. If you're on Pinterest, I'm on there too, so you can follow me at the same handle, Fro Plus Fashion. I have a whole board of all the carefree makeup looks that I find inspiring, so if you are into that type of stuff, you can follow me there as well. So I just basically used one color from this palette for this look, and it is the yellow color called Brick Road. Such a cute color. Once I got a handle of the yellow eyeshadow portion, I wanted to blend the edges out with a neutral brown. So I went right back into a palette that I use almost every single day when I do my makeup for work. And that is the Wet n Wild Color Icon Rose in the Air palette. So the dark brown from that palette is what I basically use to blend out the edges and make it seem a little softer. I didn't want to completely diffuse it because I kind of like the cut creasy kind of look that it's giving me. So I just use it to make it look a little bit more even versus splotchy from, you know, my finger application of the cream base and of dabbing the yellow on. I just blended that out. And for the highlight right under my eyebrows, I also used a gold shimmery color in the Rose in the Air palette. And then on top of it, I took the light brown and put it on top of the highlight because I personally don't like the harsh shine of highlights. So I always put like a neutral brown or foundation color over it to kind of diffuse it and give it that glow from underneath kind of look that I like. So that's basically what I did there under my eyebrows as well. I'm not about to play myself on this video, so I went into the bathroom and I applied my lashes and took my time and did what I needed to do. The lashes that I used were from Eyler, and they're called Definition number 126. Very full dramatic lashes, but for whatever reason, even though it's full and dramatic, it's still not super extra, which is good because I like full pretty lashes like this, but I don't want it to come off too va-va-voom in your face. Once everything is done, I like to mist my face with the Stay Matte finishing spray from NYX as well. That just helps to melt everything down and help everything blend in a lot better and look more skin-like versus being on my face. And to finish off my lips, I basically use the Wet n Wild Mega Last Liquid Catsuit High Shine Lipstick in the color Wine is the Answer. This is actually my go-to lip gloss for the summer. I have a couple other colors in this specific line, and I highly recommend them. So if you're looking for really cute neutral colors for dark skin, then give these a shot too. And that's the finished look. I hope you guys enjoy it. It's super simple. Like if I was standing in front of the mirror in my bathroom, it would probably take me about 30 minutes to get this done. Filming this, it took me about 45 minutes to do. So yeah, I think I did really well. You know, there's always room for improvement. You know, I'm not no professional or anything, but I am super happy with the way it came out. Let me know in the comments below how you guys like this look. Yeah, and this is just a simple twist out as well, so you know there's nothing special. I did like probably 10 or 15 twists and unraveled it, but I will let you know what product I use for my hair as well down in the description box, so you can check it out if you want to. But yeah, I hope you guys liked this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Give it a huge thumbs up if you did. Let me know if you found it helpful, and just comment down below. Let me know what's up, what you're doing for summer. Let me know something. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.